me, Drew. Can you hear me? Is this volume working okay? I'm trying to get the live streaming set up. I guess I'm not super clued into the IT aspect of it yet. Man, I really hope you can hear me. Alright guys, we're back up and running. Drew, are you out there? Mason. Mason. Man, I talk about you way too much. Flex. I love it. It's like, it's not lagging. Okay, that's fantastic. It's like the most boring flex, I think. I don't know how to describe it. I feel like there's so much more exciting stuff. We've got to get some lighting and some serious setup going on. Yeah, we need more. That Galarian Farfetch'd with his leak. We need more Pokemon holding vegetables. That's what we need. We need strawberry Pokemon. We've got an apple, right? We've got Flapple. What else do we have? What fruity Pokemon and vegetable Pokemon do we have? I don't know. I feel like Trubbish is slightly potato. There could be more in the potato realm, that's for sure. It could have lots of eyes. I like that idea. Lots of eyes. And maybe you could grow some roots when it evolves. And grow a few leaves. I don't know. You got my imagination running. Drew's back in the chat. Drew, I loaded that game and that game like obliterated my laptop. I got a pretty good laptop and it absolutely crushed it. So I guess I need to upgrade. Get some kind of technology upgrade going on that can handle this kind of thing. I thought I bought a pretty good one, but I guess not. Mason suggested that we upgrade from Flapples to potato Pokemon. The French call the potato the apple of the earth. So I guess it could be a flitato. Maybe we could go that way. What do you guys think on the new Brilliant Star set? Are you excited about it? Did you get the card that you want yet? Mason, you must have opened some. Please tell me you've opened some. I need a top up. A little double pour. Is that what it is? Is it the app? I wonder if the new version, the live version, is going to be a bit cleaner, because I do feel like my laptop turns into a helicopter every time that I try and play it. It seems to be very loud with the fan trying to keep it cool. So maybe that's it. Maybe it's the PC TGO app, and it's gonna maybe run a bit smoother on the new version. I'm excited for it to come out. I'm excited for it to come out on mobile too. Drew, any news on app release yet? Do you know? I know they have the beta. I haven't been keeping up with it since they postponed it. About to open another box right now. Okay. No, Mason. I saw you did the live streams. I meant you. Did you open the cards that you wanted in your bags? I wasn't sure if you personally had ran into that. Your lives I watched and couldn't put it down. I was obsessed with it. You were very early on getting into that, so that was exciting. But I was just curious if you were collecting or after a specific one. Drew, so the new app is in beta, but the beta to full release is generally with this team of developers that are setting up the new live version. It's going to be pretty fast. So I would be very very disappointed if it doesn't come out this month. I think it's going to be March. If it hits in April, whatever. I mean, it's gonna be April release, but I mean we're talking within weeks. Days, weeks. We are right on the cusp of it, and I really, really hope. I'm really excited about it because I really hope that people are gonna get it, get involved, and it's gonna be another big hype train, just like the Pokemon Go did. It brought a lot of people in, got a lot of people real excited, and hey, it's gonna be fun, no matter what. Even if it doesn't bring people in, into the hobby, it's still gonna be fun. Choose back to open another box. That's really exciting. I really hope that you get some more hits than me because I've had terrible luck. Probably the worst luck of any set ever in history with Brilliant Stars. Um, Mason, if I didn't have came into the shop, okay. Mason, I feel like you have the humor that I wish I could watch all day, every single day. I just have to say that your humor is so dry, and being English, I relate to it so well. I just feel like your descriptive wording and the way you approach topics is so entertaining, so fantastically entertaining. I love it. The dust that you get from codes and extra stuff is huge. I know. I opened those few packs the other day. I opened not even a dozen packs on here, and I had the tiny little pieces of paper dust everywhere. I mean, literally everywhere. Just to seem a bit extra, a little bit first world, I bought a can of the can of the air stuff to spray it away. It was so bad. I mean, just those few packs. It was the blister packs, so obviously it was the paper, but yeah, everywhere. I can't even imagine opening a whole box and trying to deal with that. No matter multiple boxes and the kind of volume that you're pumping out. It's so fun. uh, I love it. Has everybody got a drink? I'm gonna do a cheers. We have a. I'm just chilled out, man. Self-deprecating. No way. Mason, I get what you mean by self-deprecating, but I think people know that you are at legend status, and by legend status, I mean LEGEND, legend, and you're very well known, very well loved, very well appreciated, but above all, you're respected. So even if you self-deprecate, people are just messing around with it. They don't. They don't buy it. They love you. Everybody loves you. Can you guys see my? Which side am I on? I'm on this side. Here, my pickup today. Episode 17. Pikachu asking how the three starters, Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle. Drew's got a drink. Mason, when I'm gonna have you on live? Mason, if I got you, if I got you on a live, my heart would explode. I can't even imagine. After the 2 days I just had, this is my third night live streaming. I had PK Pokemon Knowledge on Saturday night. That was like, oh my god, I can't even deal with this right now. Like, I literally couldn't even comprehend that he invited me in after being a mod since the very very beginning. Like, I got involved on like his fourth or fifth video, And then um, Andy Northwoods TCG had me on last night. He wanted to chat about Brilliant Stars and the craziness that's going on with the single prices dropping there. And then tonight I figured I'd try and play the game, but yeah, it crashed the computer, so I wanted to jump in and get live and talk with you rock stars. Have a little bit of fun, grab a bourbon and chat. What state are you from, Mason? From California and Kentucky now. I don't think I realized you were from California. I knew you were in Kentucky. I know you've talked about the shop a few times, being located there, and your second shop coming up, which is very exciting. Definitely got excited when I heard you were doing that. Magikarp splashing in always makes my day when it jumps in with a splash. Welcome, welcome. Drew, you're in Florida. Drew, I'm in Florida. Trading my surfboard for a banjo. Whenever I think of banjo, I think of the digga 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 do do digga digga do. I feel like there's some pretty stereotypical banjo stuff going on. I do I do miss surfing though. It was fun. I surfed in England actually. You wouldn't believe it. The water's freezing and the weather's freezing, but there is waves. So I actually learned to surf on the south coast of England, and oh my god, it was hella fun. It was really fun. I can't swim, so that was an issue. I couldn't swim very well. I can swim a little bit now. Drew, you moved from New York to Florida. That is one heck of a transition from New York to Florida. Holy moly. East Coast Florida. Okay, I'm West Coast Florida. I don't know if you knew that. I am West Coast. I'm just south of Tampa. And we have Jevons. Well, bonjour. Toi très belle. Je t'aime toujours. I love you, Chevos. Magikarp just found my channel. Here I am. Just getting going, just playing around. We have a few new data sets coming out. They're going to be monthly. I'm switching from weekly to monthly. Going to give big picture data, and you're going to be surprised with some of the things that I'm pulling. It's pretty exciting for you fellow nerds out there, if there's any of you out there that strive off knowing what's going on right now and maybe what's going to happen in the future. Yeah, true. East Coast. Well, my aunt lives just south of Tampa. Ah, it's a very busy place right now, especially for New Yorkers. There's a lot going on, but it's fun. Despite the house that we're building right now um, is expensive, more expensive than I would want to pay for in reality. But just the area, Florida is a very desirable place right now, so we don't have much choice. Professor Oak, are you in the Pokenomics Discord? I am not. I need to get in that. I think I need to subscribe to the Patreon to get into it, right? I gotta figure that out. I just got Patreon like 3 days ago because I met Nick last weekend at CollectCon in Orlando, and him, Pallet Town, and Crystal were all there in the same area. It was so exciting meeting them. I got pictures, I shook their hands, I was looking at their cards. It was such a cool experience. And oh, bye, Chevels. Crush it at work. You got this. Monday night, you've got it. Probably Tuesday for you, time wise. Um, yeah, I think it was pretty exciting meeting them, but I couldn't help but want to be like connected with them because they're freaking awesome. Mason. So funny. Um, yeah, Crystal and Nick, obviously old school, and the crew. We had everyone in their Patreon the other day. I just joined because of that. I wanted to get involved and be able to chat with them. $10. Yeah, exactly. Trevor was like, I was like, I mean, as soon as I found out that those guys were doing that, I'm like, I gotta jump in there. So I guess, like Mason said, I gotta jump into the Pokenomics one. That's obviously where it's at. That's where the party's at. Gotta get involved there because I just love being around. Still Monday. While everyone sleeps. Love it. Yeah, I gotta get involved with the people. Like it's just fun. I just love being in it. I mean, I don't know if you guys watched PKs on Saturday night, but like, I kind of talked about myself, and it's not just the cards. I'm into the anime, the movies, the stickers, you know, literally while I was wearing that stream, I was wearing Pokemon socks. I was wearing the base set starters with Pikachu in there, socks, and I just genuinely enjoy every part of Pokemon. I have since it released. I just have never been able to drop it. I always felt connected and a love and a passion for it. So we roast Nick in the Pokenomics. Is Nick in the Pokenomics Discord? Does he know that? I think I was. Nick is not in it, but there is Dan as uploaded. I love it. You know what I love about Nick is he is a real guy. There's no hype, there's no ridiculousness, there's no showboating or craziness. He's just an awesome guy, and that's exactly, precisely why I'm subscribed to you, Mason. Why I'm subscribed to Dan. Why I'm subscribed to PK. There's people in this community that are just like me, are real people, real gangsters that I can enjoy and listen to, absorb their content, and know that I'm part of something that I want to be a part of. No silliness. Mason, I feel like I've known you for like forever. That must be so weird for you, knowing that like I've been connecting to you for so long. I feel like I've been getting to know you and you've never even known I existed until I started my YouTube. But yeah, I feel like I'm probably going to get to that point where there's going to be a few people. Hey everyone. Yeah, the the Discord for Pogonomics. Obviously, I need to get involved in that. Is he still taking new people? I know that he was talking about changing it a few months back. I don't think I ever checked on like how to do it or how to get involved in that. I'm like the youngest boomer you guys will ever meet, but it's fun. We gotta be involved, right? Cheers to that. Also, who the heck goes live on a Monday night? Me, apparently. Me, the guy with the crazy collection, not worried about investing. Feels every real Poketober had a special voice you wouldn't expect him to have. PK Dan Nick. Yeah, you hit a real nail on the head there. So, Chevels, I know you said you were going to work. I'm going to try and slip this little reply to that in there. But when PK revealed his face, I was genuinely like, I could feel it in my body, like I was excited because I felt like I'd watched so many of his videos. I was excited to like see who he was and actually him become a reality almost. And oh my gosh, I had no idea. It's like he's such like a dude. He's such an awesome guy. I love him to bits. But like I just didn't know what to expect. And yeah, just like say Nick and Dan. I mean, Nick has a I don't like a unique voice. Dan has like a super like chill voice. I feel like Nick and Dan's podcast, like I could just listen to them all day. I love it. PK is a 12. I saw those comments. Everyone was like freaking out that he was like a grown man. I was dying when he first revealed himself because I had a I can't say that I'd like fully like pictured him in my head. I guess I don't think I'd fully like built a visualization of PK right there. But yeah, that is funny because I did see a lot of people were saying, "Oh my God!" Like when they first did it, "Oh my gosh!" I can't believe what it looks like. Oh my gosh, is that really you? Like, yeah, that was hilarious. Lisa Dan is huge, but had the voice of an R&B singer. Yes, Dan has that like smooth, could narrate something. I'm sure he could narrate with a bit of, bring some emotion out, do some narration for like a documentary. He has the voice of someone that knows what the hell they're talking about. And I feel like that's definitely a positive for his YouTube. I thought PK's dad took his laptop away after his channel. Oh my god, I'm dying. No way. I can't believe you thought that, Mason. That's so funny. And that's hilarious. And you know what? I feel like I kind of learned from other people's lessons in that because I saw quite a few, people over the past year that have started videos and not revealed their faces. They've just done, I don't know, pack openings or, you know, the meme videos, whatever. Just kind of got involved. Night travels. Have a good shift at work. Behave yourself. I hope you didn't drink before you got in, and I hope it's not freezing. Um, yeah, I feel like a lot of people just kind of, um, I don't, I don't know, like were worried. I guess that the real world would see their face, but I think PK's switch to yeah, exactly, Mason. I think PK's switch to um, the the live chat like podcast interview, Pokemon Night special kind of thing has just been fantastic. I've freaking loved it. And I was saying to him, Mason, like the couple of times I think you're the only one that's been on there twice. I think, looking back now, I've been a moderator for a little while, but you had when I was talking with them on Saturday night, you've had incredibly high views. Like people loved seeing you guys talk together. Like loved it. Your replay rate, on that live stream was fantastic, and it was fun. I told him on Saturday night before like we started our live stream, like he asked me what we talked about previous participants, and I said Mason, I mean he's the king, right? I mean he's right there. So yeah, I'm flattered that you're even in my chat right now. Honestly, Mason, kind of makes me emotional. Even when I was trying to start shit with my boy Squeaks. Oh yeah, so when we're talking polar opposites, PK and Squeaks are very much, I wouldn't say opposites, I would say at differences. I feel like they're definitely in different mindsets. I wouldn't even say that they're opposites or against or anything. It was interesting to see how much how much discourse I guess there was around that. But I know which side I'm on. That's for sure. If there was going to be a side, it's just fun to be part of it. Exactly like you say, Mason. We're all having fun. We're getting on people's channels. We're talking. I think the thing with Squeaks is that he is much more of a YouTuber. I think he understands it. He gets YouTube. He understands it. He has his own niche and some pretty cool participants in his channel. He has a pretty cool group around him, which is exciting. I'm really happy for him. And PK is the same. He has his own type of people around him. He has an exciting bunch of people, which just they're just different people. And I think something like with Dan, excuse me, with Dan from Catch 'Em All when he came on PK's live stream, there's some discourse there about Matazu. That not everybody loves Matazu. there's, there's there's definitely some I don't know how you would describe it. I guess um, strong opinions, some heartfelt, true, like honest wording. I guess people were giving about that stuff. In the comments, people were very polar opposite about it. But the thing with Dan against PK when we're putting them against each other is Dan is dabbling and touching toes in so many different aspects of collectibles and just the realm of like knowing that there's a short term and a long term need for growth and potential and paying bills right now, making things happen, getting stuff done, moving forward. Whereas, we've got PK who is a rock star with genuine Pokemon knowledge. I can't fathom how much he knows. It is almost to the point of like awe. I would describe it as awe. Sometimes when he talks about things, I'm like, geez, like this guy remembers freaking everything, and he utilizes that to get to the stuff that he enjoys and loves, and that knowledge and that expertise drives him for the stuff he's doing. And Metazu and some of the things that Dan is doing just doesn't fall into that. I mean, it's really that simple. They're just on different wavelengths. So yeah, two just very different approaches to what they're trying to achieve in the YouTube realm and the kind of videos and conversations they're having. Excuse me. Oof. It's been a long Monday. Squeaks also goes to 11 if you cross him, which cracks me up because it's not that serious. Squeaks does go to 11. He is, yeah, I don't know, how would I describe that? Squeaks goes to 11. I would say that he is someone that believes that the truth should be discussed. I think is what it is. His reasoning should be discussed, and I think he's right. I think it should get out there. Okay, Prof, where do you fit in the poker tuber Mount Rushmore? Let's build your persona. What are you an expert in? I am not an expert in anything. I'm an absolute noob, and I'm loving it because what this means is that my enjoyment in the hobby is incredibly varied. You can see behind me we've got a million different things. We've got everything from coins going on to Funkos to Burger King Gold Charizards to World Collections to ETBs to celebrations to Pokemon mugs to a million different slabs, Rocket and Pikachu's, Christmas tree ornaments. I mean, just this is just what you see. I mean, just so varied. I just love getting involved in everything. So that's kind of my personal approach. I just love Pokemon, all things Pokemon. I'm just into it. Always have been. And we have, I would say, my job is data analytics. I've spoken on this on videos before. So we have kind of an approach in terms of I'm just getting going. I'm just playing around with the data. I have a couple of new data videos coming out, which I'm very excited about. But we are just dabbling into real world. What do things look like right now, and what are things doing next week, next month, next year? The tracking, the true response to the market, the true response to actual things that are happening. Um, it really is a case of being involved in what's going on. I mean, that's really it. And that, but when I say what's going on, I just don't just mean modern. I mean, my data videos, the past month that I built to set up the new monthly data video on what's the PSA cards. We're talking about cards from 23 years ago. It's what's going on is like what's going on right now with all the different things. So that's where I want to be. I want to be the voice of reason for any party, any side, northeast, southwest. I just want to be the the true aspect of like I, I don't know what you'd say. Truth. I mean, data is truth, right? Facts are truth. So I hate to say it, but that's really where I get a lot of my research for the decisions I make. I'm not following hype. I'm not following people doing very well edited videos that make, every sound and emoji or whatever. I'm going to sound boomer as hell right now, but I just want to talk real with Pokemon. Like, I'm an adult. I'm not a kid. You know, we're all adults, right? Like, let's talk about it realistically. We want to know what's working, what isn't working, where's it going. That really is the truth of it when we get down to it. So yeah, basic trainer literally tried to invite you tonight, and he said the weekends was best for you. So we will sort out a weekend live stream. That's for sure. Drew, I'm gonna be stealing Drew. I'm gonna be stealing Mason when Mason isn't busy setting up his second shop and painting and whatever else you've got going on with that. I'm sure there's plenty of aspects you've got to tackle right now with the stress of that. Very exciting though, as I mentioned. Um, Hell yeah, we waited for basic since I went live. It's been about 2 hours. We've sat waiting actually. Yeah, shed a few tears, but yeah, I'm done with the tissues now, so they've all dried up. Yeah, I gotta tell you though, Basic's new picture, that's where it's at. It really is. You know, I don't think I told you this, Basic. I did not mention I was going live tonight because I didn't know I was going to go live tonight. I had a bourbon and then decided. Um, I tried to play the game. I tried to get the game going. You obviously you just joined, but I tried to get the game going and it just annihilated my computer. It just started turning into a helicopter. So I don't know what was going on with that. So I just jumped into live chat so I could talk with a couple of superstars. Um, but yeah, I think I should probably tell you basic right now. When I went to Collecticon, I ordered a T-shirt. I feel like I shouldn't say this yet. I wanted it to be a surprise. I ordered a T-shirt of you wearing the sweater of Rattle, and so literally like Inception style of like Rattle, you, then me, and I thought that was going to be so funny. And I guess the company that ordered it from said that it would deliver by like April 17th. So I guess I couldn't wear it to Collecticon, so I didn't wear it to Collecticon. I didn't realize it was going to take that long to print a picture on a T-shirt. So whoever you have, I guess I need a hookup on the sweater version. But yeah, I tried that. I really thought that was going to be funny as hell, opening some packs with Mr. Basic on there, representing Rattle at Leonard's Pop Shop. Yeah, I thought it was going to be funny. Cool concept though. I thought it was time for a change. I'm trying to get on Mason's level. Yeah, so Mason needs needs a sweater with Basic on it. I think we need to make that happen. I think everyone should have sweaters or t-shirts with Basic on it. We could get a line when Basic goes live. That's when you know a new golden age is starting. Yes, 100 million% a real true collector. That's what's coming. So um, I haven't like made this too public, obviously. Just getting going, but I'm gonna get some collectors on the channel. It may sound, I know you were joking about it, and Basic, you were joking about it, but in reality, like, I feel like we need to have more discussions. I don't feel like there's enough chatter going on with serious people that are really truly invested in this. I mean, I have my fingers in so many pies. Like, I love being part of so many different YouTubes and different things going on. So I've definitely got to jump into Pokenomics Discord. Obviously, I know Jake and Dan are pretty active in there. From what I've told Chief Keen, he said that they're pretty active and it's pretty hype in there. It's pretty fun. So I need to sort that out. I need to figure out how to get subscribed into that. But yeah, I think just in general we just need to be like talking and chatting and like just enjoying it, going through things together. Not worrying about the hype, but just talking real life stuff. One thing I do want to touch on in some of the data points is what I think is more important and more fun than people realize is like just the set registry, and I kind of touched on that in PK's video on Saturday. But like people just aren't using the set registry. Mason, don't. My heart. I can't even. I can't even deal with that. Yes, I will absolutely hit you up. Oh my god. Yeah. So I think that more people would be excited about the idea of understanding which cards they have for their set or their Pokemon or their trainer or their I don't know, illustrator. I mean, there's so many different like registries that you can set up under. It tells you the percentage. It tells you what you've spent. You just throw it in there, and it tells you all of that in there. And then it tells you how much it's worth. How it's achieving. You've got your pictures in there that you can upload. It's so fun. I mean, it really is. It's fun to like get involved and like just kind of see where you're at with degraded cards because I got plenty of graded cards. I got sorry, binder cards. I got plenty of binder cards. I got plenty of bulk. I got a couple of boxes with cool cards in there I love, and just some that are just sitting there. But I don't really know where any of them are at. Like I'm not really tracking, or don't have much option with that, because even if they did go up a bit, like it really isn't that much. But with a graded card, it just feels a bit more realistic of something that I would want to track. Would want to keep my finger on the pulse, and have a stronger eye on, shall I say? Like have my eye a little bit more tailored to where it's going or what it's doing. Even if I'm not selling it, it's still good to know that I've not done something silly financially. Um, Regardless if it goes up and down, I'm still not going to sell it, but most of them. But also, it's kind of fun. If it's like there's a challenge, there's a challenge realm in your brain of achieving the 100% mark. Getting that fulfillment of the register that you're in. So, I think I'm number 4 on the Pikachu set right now in the world, and I think for the master set, that's the basic set that's English, and I think um, in the master set I've just gone down to 7th. Yeah, that's right. Number was 7. If you guys can see that Pikachu master set. So I got to up my game. I'm top 10, but I'm at the highest part of losing. What is up, everybody? YFN Slowbro, living up to his name. Absolutely slow into this chat right now. I'm just kidding. Yeah, for real though. What is up, everyone? There's a few people live right now. This is exciting. This is fun having cool people in here. I have so many awesome superstars going on. I'm loving it. Who doesn't have a drink yet? You guys need to grab a drink. We need to do a cheers. Also, guys, tell me how this week I went from 40 subscribers in this past week to like 75. I'm guessing the couple of live streams that I did with PK and Northwoods helped. But you guys liking what I've been doing? Has anyone watched the graded card video that I did at the weekend? I thought that was interesting. I feel like it was something that needed addressing. Just that pressure of people needing PSA 10s because they feel like that's what suffices. Basic, what's your single favorite piece in your personal collection? Oh, jeez, Louise. That's a tough one, man. That's a little. That's a tricky one. And he did say piece, not card. That makes it even more difficult. I would probably say. I'm gonna show you. Can I show you guys? Let me take my headset off a second. I'm gonna show you. I think I showed this on Saturday night for the guys that were watching on PK's live stream. But this sticker is just such a legendary part of the anime, the Squirtle Squad. How do I make it clear? Here we go. The action flips, or art box, or whatever it is. I always forget what the name is, but yeah, just the Squirtle Squad stickers. So there's that one, and then that's probably number 2. This is number 1. I mean, can you get more epic than Squirtles? Dan would appreciate this, right? With the glasses. got the glasses on, just looking cool and fly AF. Just so sweet. I love it. It's such a simple design and concept, but just tells such a story. God, that was such a good episode. I've had that since I was a wee lad, very young. Basic, I need your answer in the chat. I'm going to throw it back at you. And do the 180 flip reverse back at you, Basic. And anyone else who wants to participate in that, because I know there's a few of you watching right now. Who knew a Pikachu collector would choose a Squirtle? Hey, who knew? Yeah, I got a few little interesting things. I got a few things tucked away too. But I think what's fun about Pokemon that a lot of people underestimate that aren't really into Pokemon. They know what Pokemon is. They've done a little dabble here and there, but there's just so many surfaces it's touching. There's so many, so much reach and scope. I guess I would describe it as. We've got TV shows on the TV. There's games and there's cards to collect and plushes to hold at night and socks to wear and there's just so many different parts. They're even doing furniture on Pokemon Center now. You can even get that kind of stuff. So basically, it's going to show me. Oh baby, it's such a flirt. I love it. Squirtle is the best starter. Magikarp. Magikarp. I feel like that's blasphemy. Magikarp. You can't say that the best starter is a different Pokemon. It can't be Squirtle, surely. But yeah, I think there's just such a large scope that so many people can appeal, to such a wide audience, and I think that's part of the reason of just its pure popularity worldwide. I mean, it's a worldwide phenomenon. What do we have, like 36 languages or something crazy right now? I mean, it's nuts. People love it. So yeah, it's definitely fun. Those stickers are worthless, but exciting. Nostalgia. Basic. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, what is the best starter? Obviously, Magikarp isn't an actual starter, but hmm, a lot of people love Typhlosion. A lot more than you might think. And also Sobble. I didn't realize how much people loved Sobble. I mean, obviously it's playable. It works well in the game, but there's a lot of fans really into Sobble. It's huge. Bulbasaur takes the cake all day. Yeah, Bulbasaur is a rock star. I mean, he's got the attitude, the strength, and some pretty sweet extras with the vines and the leaves and stuff. The extra things he can do. It's not as simple as a physical or a electric or fire or water. He's got actual physical aspects to his moves. But yeah, I think we could probably debate on starters all day because you guys are talking about base set starters, Gen 1, and they're all friggin' awesome. I mean, they're just too cool. It really is. It's just too fun. Going back to that, and it's part of the reason why they are still king. They are still what people have the bar at. And when we're talking about Gen 9 coming out, we're talking about Quaxley. People are looking at a Squirtle against a Quaxley. There is no comparison, but I still think it's fun. It's fun. There's been a lot of fun generations, a lot of fun starters coming out. I have a binder full of I don't know, somewhere around here. I have a binder full of those first partner Pokemon jumbo cards of all the starters, and they really are fun cards. They're fun Pokemon, but the base first gen starters, they're always going to be held in the highest regard. I mean, we all feel the same. Like they are just the precedent. I guess the precedent to set and to match up against. So yeah, I don't know about that Quexley. What do you guys think? Have you guys looked at those Pokemon yet? Have you seen their descriptions on what's going on and really what's happening with it? Because not a lot of people love them. There's definitely a lot of pushback right now for not getting the newest Charmander. You know, we're talking about 1,000 pieces of artwork that have been designed for these Pokemon just to kick off each one, and yeah, where do you go from there? John Quinlan enters the chat. Hey, John. We're just talking about starters. What's your favorite starter Pokemon? Do you play? I'm excited to see what you say on that one. 24 starters total. I do have other favorites, but are not the best. Yeah. Yeah. Here's the thing. When you're looking at Quaxley, do you ever see Quaxley going into something like a Blastoise? Like, where? How do we get from a Quaxley to a Blastoise level Pokemon? You know, stage 3. I just don't know how we get the extreme power, excitement, but still the raw simpleness of Blastoise. I mean, at the end of the day, he's a turtle with cannons on his back. You know, it really is simple, and that's why it works so well. It's easy to relate and digest, right? And the Quexley one, the duck with the weird hat or hair or whatever it is that's going on his head, um, that's a little trickier to relate to, like a human kind of looking. What do they call it? Polymorphic or whatever. There's a word for it. Um, like a human acting animal, I guess. That's trickier. So especially when you've already got the memory of the previous generations and so many cool Pokemon beforehand, it's definitely trickier. But I still think it's fun. What was that other one? The uh, Toga Tega Chick or something, the cat one. People seem to love the cat one. I don't have a favorite starter. I guess I would say Pikachu is the face of the entire hobby, so it is on its own level, even transcending Charizard in my opinion. Favorite Pokemon is Abra. Love it. Okay, so yeah, I mean Pikachu is definitely the it works well in the game when we start to evolution. When we start to evolve into well, Raichu, obviously, but when we're going from V's to V Maxes, and in that sense, in the game, there's definitely a big game player there. I play Pikachu V and V Maxes in my deck. That's what I was trying to play tonight. It didn't work. It was pretty annoying. We ended up just going live, but yeah, that's the deck that I run with. I have a Pikachu Flying V Max deck, and it is killer because Pikachu is awesome. But yeah, it's Pikachu. I mean, people see it as the most common, the most printed, the most I don't know, the most like vanilla. I guess it's just the face of Pikachu. Sorry, the face of Pokemon. So there is definitely that aspect, but Pikachu is fun. It has attitude, has playability. It looks cute. I mean, it's a little like fat yellow mouse. There is other aspects to it. Um, agreed. You over Charizard all day. Basic knows where it's at. Totodile is a very solid starter, though. Yeah, Totodile definitely played him in the games. It was definitely trickier getting going um, with Totodile in the games. The first few routes, whatever you want to call it, in the game. But once you get going, I mean, getting into Feraligatr and stuff, very strong Pokemon, very strong and well loved. Card wise, like people love evolutions there. The Grand and Yellow just to get past Brock though. Oh, jeez Louise, that was oh, you just put a pit in my stomach. Basic, that was that was rough. I remember. You guys may not be aware of this. I think most of you are American. There might be a few Australians here, but in England, when I was in England, the drinking age was 5. I think it's 8 now, but the drinking age was like 5 years old to drink alcohol at home. And I remember being like 9 or 10 years old, and it was New Year's. It was turning into New Year's, and I had my Game Boy Color with Pokemon Yellow. I had the yellow Game Boy Color obviously to match it because I was, that was the only game that I had, the only game that I wanted, and I got drunk as a skunk on cider, and I remember throwing up in a bucket. I had a bucket next to my bed whilst playing Pokemon Yellow. I was so obsessed, I just couldn't put it down. I remember it was New Year, and the clock ticked, and all my family and friends of my family were downstairs. My parents, all the adults, they're all drunk and partying. There's a big party going on downstairs, and I was just so set on that grind. I was grinding, 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 like just going for it. And yeah, it, it you brought back a lot of memories just there, basic. Yeah, it was fun. I think what's most fun about Pokemon Yellow is the little cheat where you could do the like duplication thing. I mean, it took it 20 odd years ago now, but I remember doing duplication thing and having like 6 Mewtwo's and just absolutely freaking dominating that final four, just smashing through the final parts of it. I don't even think I had internet back then. I don't even know how I found that out. I mean, there must have been something online or passed around. I don't know. I mean, it's a long time ago now, but I just remember absolutely crushing the end of it after getting those Mewtwo's set up with a bunch of them and nice high grades. That was fun. That was a lot of fun, those games. And that's what I'm saying. I mean, you bring a good point. Just Pokemon Yellow there. Like it's a lot of the hype and the fun right now is on cards, but so much more fun stuff going on in Pokemon. I mean, it really is. It's so fun. The games alone. I mean, we've got Arceus, Diamond and Pearl out right now. We've got Snap. There's so much happening. It's it's fun. Every aspect of it for someone that genuinely enjoys the the thrill of a battle and the thrill of collecting Pokemon, not just Pokemon cards, but just gaining a Pokedex. That's essentially what we're doing now with cards. Whether it's binder or graded, or PWCC where you don't even see them. Whatever. It's you're kind of building your own Pokedex, and there's so much to be said for that. In terms of the other aspects like Funko Pops, whatever. Where are they? Here, Funko Pops. Like some people collect every Funko Pop of every Pokemon they get a hand on, and yeah, it's just just enjoy it. Just get involved. I think my last video really kind of touched on that. I remember using a Game Shark back in the day. Oh my gosh. Now we're getting real retro. They can't be in business anymore, surely. Safari Zone. Yeah, Safari Zone. I spent way too much time in there than I really should have, I guess. I didn't have any luck in there. I think I pulled, I don't know, was it Was it Scyther in there? Was he one of the ones? I feel like I pulled a good Scyther in there once. I don't know if I'm just going crazy, but yeah, a lot of like junk and ramble and just time wasting. I remember the time ticking down and throwing those balls. That you had like an allocation, right? You could like, originally you had like allocation, but I think Crystal for me was the game changer. Crystal is when the Pokemon games became like, okay, like this is real now. Like there's uh, two maps. There's everything going on in terms of like a bike and this and that. Like anything like exciting. All you had to do was walk a mile, like walk to the next town, walk to the next place, and it was like a different world. Every area was a different world, and yeah, that was super fun. And that has to be a part of like why we are so connected to Gen 1 and Gen 2. It really is like not so much the cards, but like the actual Pokemon. We are so connected. Whenever they catch anything rare, they usually run away when I throw a rock at them. Yeah, right in the fields, man. For real. I caught nothing rare. Absolutely terrible look. I know they're in there because that was like the challenge, right? Was to like they get the best Pokemon. I never got the best Pokemon in there, so someone must have got in there and done something. They usually run away when I threw a rocket. Sounds abusive. Yes. It sounds like my girlfriends when I was 6, just starting school. I probably threw rocks at them too. That's awesome. Guys, you got any questions for me? I feel like I've got a bit of a lag here, but I'm open to any questions. You wanna throw something at me? Anything Pokemon related? Anything me related? I'm an open book. It is all fun. Do we have any Star Wars fans tonight? Tell me if we have any Chewbacca fans. I don't know if you guys can see my shirt. I can do the Chewbacca sound, and people lose it when I do it. Like everybody goes silent. It's just in awe. So good in my team of 6 to beat Red and Crystal. Oh my gosh, that was such an amazing game, Pokemon Crystal. It has to be the best Pokemon game ever. I mean, even now, we're talking 20 years on it. Crystal has to still be the best. I mean, it was such a game changer. My favorite Pokemon is Abra because I loved catching him as a kid. Right now, when I got to Siberian, the Psychic Alakazam was pretty strong. Yeah, so with Abra, he is the underrated guy that has true power, is fun, is cute to look at, is a cool Pokemon, but they just haven't really done much with it, right? There's been a few sets where it's like dibbled and dabbled, but Abra just hasn't had the love that we would want. Do it, do it. You guys want the? I'm gonna wake my. I got a little kid in the other room. Oh God. Okay. I don't know if you can hear that well with the headset on. Normally that's like the quiet version. I normally do it incredibly loud in a public space and people freak the f out. Like I'll do it in the middle of Walmart or something. Like it just goes silent, like dead silent. Crystal was the first game I ever pre-ordered. Pre-ordered? Oh my gosh, I don't remember pre-orders back then. They had pre-orders. I remember I used to wash cars. I worked at a car garage back then. I was like 11 years old, and I like saved up my wages. I earned like £1 an hour. It's like $1.50 an hour washing these cars, and I saved up for weeks and weeks and weeks to get that game. I was so obsessed. They haven't done much because Kadabra got copyright plugged or whatever by the magician. Kadabra, yeah. Yeah, I think that was why there was a huge gap in Kadabra specifically getting knocked out. And I would imagine that's probably why, yeah. Oh, excuse me. Long day. That's definitely why a lot of the Abra side of stuff, um, like in terms of the evolutions, didn't get roped into a lot of stuff just because like it wouldn't have worked in the set without Kadabra. It just wouldn't have been playable. It's a good thing I have my phones in. Was that loud? I was so quiet when I did that. It's normally so loud. A little sneak peek. A little sneak peek of the old Wookie vibe, whatever the old kiddos call it nowadays. I need a little top up. I feel like I've got a bit of a cool trainer Ryan vibe going on with a nice drink right now. Okay, so Pokemon Crystal. What about Diamond, Pearl, Arceus? You guys played any of that? I don't have the Switch. I'm not up to date on that game. I've watched videos, I've watched people playing it, and it looks absolutely insane. All three of them. They look very fun and much more, I don't know, hands-on. I guess I don't know how I would describe it, but 3D, 4D, whatever. Like it definitely looks more like real world than Crystal and Yellow. You know, going back that far. So, what do you guys think on those games if you've played them? I'm on month 15 waiting on PSA sub. What are you able to do about this? What the frick? Listen, I've actually got. It's funny you should say this because I'm going to show you something right now. You're gonna actually love this. This is gonna blow your mind. I'm trying to find. Oh, I found him. I thought I saved him as PSA, but um, yeah, actually I have Nat Turner's number right here. I actually chatted with him the other day, and I told him, listen, stop messing with basics submissions. Just push them through. Like I don't understand what's going on right there. Obviously you've just told me it's 15 months, and it hasn't been that long. But I said like just get them through. Is waiting on all those Charizards from Champions Path. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I already poked him a little bit. Cross your fingers, pray to the Lord, whatever. Suits your fancy. Yep. Look at your submissions every day to see if any progress has been made on this. Oh, I feel triggered. John Quinlan, I did that 7 times today. I can't even tell you. So yeah, that's exactly what you need to do. Basic. You need to jump in. You need to refresh and say, "Yep, still in grading stage." Over and over and over for months and months and weeks and months. What's your favorite graded card from your collection? Okay, that's tricky. Graded card, not graded Pokemon, not my favorite Pokemon, but my graded card. I really like. I'm going to show you. I have to take my headset off for this. Okay, so the main problem we've got here is that my 3-year-old daughter thought it was fun to rearrange the slabs that are my favorite into a specific order that she wanted to get on top of. So yeah, I don't know what anything is or where anything is, but I'm about to find it and show you. It's not in that pile, so let's move to the next one. That might be a close contender. It isn't about money and stonks and the fun of making all this profit and stuff for me. It genuinely is about like just fun artworks. I think I've got 2 that I am pretty 50-50 on for that question. I'm going to show you right now. Basic demand sets. Basic. I'm going to send him a video message because he's probably asleep. So I'll send him a video message and I'll say, look, we need these Champion Path Charizards out. We need 10s. Priority number 1. It's taking me serious now because I have a YouTube, so there is that. Well, we were in Florida, career move, get a job at CGC. Mason, CGC is about 14 minutes from my house. Not even kidding. Like, they are legit within walk-in distance. I could walk in, an actual walk-in service to their place. I even take for my friend. I've taken a couple of cards in there. So yeah, that's an option. But you want to see favorite card? We have 2. So we have the Crimson Invasion that everybody hates. Obviously, it's super out of clarity right now. I think that is such a simple, fun, cute card. It's like a $30 card. I mean, literally, it's like a $30 card. It's like on a beach, happy and fat, and he's obviously been chewing some rice or whatever he's been eating, like on a little beach, like, you know, freaking cute as frick. And then we have SM162. We have Pikachu playing around with Mimikyu, almost like, I want to say like I don't know, what would you call that word? Like a self-reflection, like, oh my gosh, is this me? Is this guy trying to be me? It's kind of like doubting his life choices, almost, Pikachu in that one. And I feel like the ones that tell a bit more of a story and feel almost like real world in this stuff. Like, I don't know, there's something about a picture that tells you something real about it, rather than the artwork of them doing some kind of, I don't know, punch or kick or stand or display or just sitting there. Like those, there's some kind of emotion with both of those that I just kind of love. Sarasota, yeah, very close. We're just northeast of Sarasota. My new middleman, Mason, send it to me. I'll drop them off. I mean, literally, I can just drive there and drop them off for you if you want. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should middleman just drop stuff off. I don't know. Do they accept that? Can you do that for like big submissions? Walk through service. Yes. I feel like there should be. They used to have like appointment times where you could literally drop off. I'm pretty sure they used to have that. That card is going to be a sleeper. Mason, you're talking about 162, right? Please tell me you're talking about that promo, because I really think that one's going to be that's going to be a hitter. I freaking love that card. Have you seen the South Pikachu promo? South Pikachu promo 124. I'm going blank. John, I'm going blank, but you're getting me excited just thinking about it. I'm gonna look at it real quick. Let's have a look. Oh, Hell yeah, it's the one where it's holding the flower, right? I just got the tiny thumbnail. Yeah. Yep. Yes. I have bid on like 17 of those, and I haven't won a single one because I guess everyone else in the whole freaking world loves Japanese promo Pikachus. They're all gorgeous and beautiful and holding flowers. Yeah, um, definitely a PSA card that I need. Absolutely. Magic dark and deep. That's what she said. Hey, average player. What's up, player? Little player in the house. We're just having a drink. We're chatting, relaxing, playing it cool like Mason. You know, drink to that. I tell you what is a cool card too, which I, which here's the most retro looking card. So this card, I don't know why. You remember that? What's that movie called where Tom Cruise is like a pilot? Jesus Christ, it's way too late. Tom Cruise is a pilot, and it's like in the 80s. It's like super old, nostalgic. You guys need to hit me. Is it Top Gun? Top Gun. That's it. Why does this card remind me of Top Gun? Basic in the master set that I'm working on in PSA Set Registry, there are 684, I think, graded ones, but that's not every card. That is just the ones for the set to collect for the master set. So I would think probably a little close to 1,000, in all honesty. I have a couple of cards in this pile right now that don't account into the master set. So obviously you know, I guess knowing that there must be other cards that obviously don't account into it too. What do I have to say about that? You should know. Go for it, John. JQ. But yeah, there's a lot. The I think the thing with Japanese promos specifically is there's just like such sheer volume because people freaking love Pikachu promos in Japan. Like Japanese cards are like huge over there, but when we're talking about Pikachu, Pikachu is number one, not Charizard. When we're talking about Japan, Pikachu is the real love. Like that's where the most money and love is put. Juicy card. Picture of the winner. Yeah. Yeah, I was watching that. The average player. I think you were in that live stream earlier. I don't think I realized how rare that. I mean, obviously there's quite a lot of rare ones. So I don't think I realized how rare that one is. But yeah, I think just in general, Pikachu is just fun. It's a fun card. They put effort into it. They don't go extreme. They don't go crazy, but it's fun. It's exciting getting in there. All right, I'm gonna wrap up. Let's give it another 5 or 10 minutes. You guys have any questions? I can knock them out for you. The Mario Pikachu. That is such a cool card. It really is fun. It's real clean and bold. That's what I like about it. Is it really stands out. I can imagine having that on a little display. You know, on a little card holder. You know, little plastic thing to display it. It would really stick out. It really display well. It's very pleasant to look at. Holy moly. Okay. Yeah, so when you're looping in every language, I mean, there's a lot. There's obviously a lot. 1,500 at the minimum, apparently. Yeah, throw any questions at me if you have any. If not, let's call it a day. Let's get some sleep. You guys are being crazy staying up late. Crazy daisies. What do you think is the play for hollows in the future? Um, Vintage hollows, modern hollows, hyper modern hollows. I think there's a there's a difficult there's difficult approach to it now because they're cool Pokemon that play really well with the hollows at the moment, but they're so overshadowed. There's just so much better cards, fun arts, and more extreme plays and mechanics and everything else that you can do with it. So right now the moderns, honestly for me, completely out the window. I really don't think anything's going to happen with them. But Watsy, um, I think now is probably the lowest since before the hype. The lowest we might have them for a little while. I think the next hype, personally, I haven't heard many people talk about this, but I really truly believe when we hit the 30th anniversary in 4 years, um, I think it's going to explode again. I think something new is going to happen. I don't know whether it's a game or some crazy set or more celebrities being involved or whatever it is. But the 25th anniversary, right before it kicked off, things started getting a little hairy, and then they really went balls to the wall with everything last year. And yeah, now we're in a position where, excuse me, I looked back at the 20th and the 15th, and each time that I looked back and pulled data and looked at some of the prices, every 5 year anniversary there was a spike, but there was something happened. So the last one before this one, there was the Pokemon Go and Generations and a couple of cool sets. Evolutions brought back the nostalgia of the old ones. There was definitely some effort put into revitalizing, I would say, probably Pokemon, and it freaking worked. Like, definitely worked. People are definitely back in. And now we have um, a bit of a situation where we've got to keep a steady flow until that next hype. So I really think the 30th it's going to kick off again. So yeah, in terms of Watsy Hollows, I would buy or be getting ready to buy. Yeah, I think it's a good time if that's what you're asking. Sun and Moon has a ton of promos within Pikachu. Not sure why. Yeah, I think I have quite a few of them. I was surprised when I started going back and trying to collect the promos, how many there were with it. And I think they kind of like diversified their products. It seemed like they were like started dabbling in like all different types of blisters and different types of tins and boxes. And Mason, you must know on that side of stuff more than me, but I feel like that explains it a little bit. Do you explain? Do you actually play Pokemon? What's your favorite type? Yeah, I haven't been playing in person for a long time. Obviously with COVID, and in my area there isn't really much going on. There isn't really a local store here. I know we talked about CGC, but I really don't have a local game store near me. It's quite far away, the closest one. And then online, I played for like 3 hours earlier. I love the online game. I play it very, very often, and I'm very excited for the mobile version to get released. It has to be within these next few weeks. And yeah, I have a Pikachu deck and a Charizard deck. Pretty stereotypical. What I don't talk about a lot on my YouTube is how much I love Ditto, and I think it's because he can fit any Pokemon in his head. Like I feel like he can, do that whole like mimic and jump into whatever it is, even though it's not quite right. I feel like he makes the effort, and for me, if you have a Ditto, you can have any Pokemon. Like if I'm trying to picture myself in real world having that Pokemon as a Pokemon for me, like as a pocket monster in my Pokeball, Ditto would probably the one I would go for, and I would train the crap out of that thing, make it as strong as possible. Have you come up with a signing out phrase? That sounds like I need to do that. Maybe Mason. Maybe I need some guidance. What would a professor say on their way out? Give me a heads up right there. What do I? How does a professor sign out? I don't know. Something really official. It has to be really official, right? It has to be strong and smart and intelligent, but true to what we're talking about. Yeah. I don't know. All right. Let's call it a day. Just watching out for any last questions coming in. I'll give it a couple more minutes. But I think I'm getting ready to call it a day. It's been a long one, guys. God, what superstars in this chat today. Guys, thank you so much for jumping in this live stream tonight. I've really enjoyed this. Such cool people. Let's go back. We've had Basic, Mason, Average Player, Quinlan, John, thank you. Basic, thank you. Mason, thank you. Average Player, thank you. Magikarp, thank you. I know Chevels was in earlier. He had to jump into work. YFN Slowbro, thank you. Some pretty cool people. I love it. Drew, I don't know if you're still in here, but thank you to you too. Bye, email your boy. I love it. Alright, let's do it. Thanks, guys. I love those chats. You guys just made my whole day. I will see you. Over and out.